of an extraordinary criminal tribunal for Liberia that will prosecute people who committed war crimes and crimes against humanity of whatever nature during the course of the Liberian Civil War be pursued not only to address the impunities that are present in the war, but also to serve similar events in the future. On the basis of our acknowledgement of the benefits of establishing the war and the National Anti-Corruption Court to the people of the Liberian nation.
So it's another day to be here with you this beautiful Tuesday morning. To speak to you, to educate and inform you, as well as entertain you this beautiful morning. You never achieve real success unless you like what you are doing. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. Satisfaction is a written. Loyalty is a brand. So the best way to predict the future is to create it. The best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. First, you have to think. Second, you have to believe. Third, you have to dream. And finally, you have to dare. A goal without a plan is just a wish. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. Don't follow the crowd. Let the crowd follow you. It's not ideas, it's not about ideas. It's about making ideas happen. So folks say good morning, good morning, and a pleasant welcome to the Tuesday's edition of the program, The Blaze on Blaze 90.7. And today is the 19th day of May 2026. And of course, my name is Alexander Zesko. Day breaks different. Liberia, anything is possible. I'm here this morning, going to be joined by Stephen Talu, and together going to be driving you straight up to 10 o'clock this morning on today's edition of the program, The Blaze on Blaze 90.7. Camilla, as usual, will be giving you updates from across the country, and then we'll have something to talk about. There are certain things I need to know. We'll be highlighting that very briefly, and that will take us from now up to 10 o'clock. So stick and stay with us while we are here this morning to talk to you via this radio. So folks, let me inform you that the cash giveaway is on. Today is the same as yesterday. The steps today are the same steps for yesterday. So again, all you have to do, just make sure you are a Don't Start Sales subscriber. You have $50 LD or 50 cents US, a data code, star 799 star 9 hash, star 799 star 9 hash. With data code star 799 star 9 hash, you'll be asked to, in Senate, you'll be asked to select the currency. And if that is done, you send it, you'll be asked to put in the number of tickets. That's how many times would you like to play today. So you can 1,000 LD. You can put in 50 tickets. It's just 2,500, and you stand a chance of winning a cash prize here this morning. We'll also be giving you rice. We'll be giving you rice and oil. So this is how it has been arranged for you this morning. So it's just $50 LD today or 50 cents US. So star 799 star 9 hash is the code. Star 799 star 9 hash is the code. Firstly, before I continue with the update, let me give out 500 to somebody real quick. This person is making efforts, so want to give him or her 500 LD this morning. So let's see whether he or she will answer us. So star 799 star 9 has $50 LD or 50 cents US. Star 799 star 9 hash. So this person's phone is just ringing, and he or she is not picking.
Yellow
So I'm gonna call that again. I'm gonna call it again.
sufficient credits. Please recharge.
I'm going to call again. So, folks, let me see if we can call this number real quick. Let me see if I can call this number. Okay, so let me see. Again, let me call. So I'm calling back this number, and if he or she doesn't pick, definitely we are going to get another number. We are going to get another number here this morning.
Yellow valued subscriber, please be informed.
Yeah, so lastly, yeah, this is how we do. Call it 3 times. If you don't pick, it means that you're done. Then we'll go for another draw here. So star 799 star 9 hash is the code to use $50 LD or 50 cents US, and you stand a chance of winning the cash prize and a rice 3,000 LD, bag of rice, dinner of oil. They are all here. You'll be winning. So let's go for another number real quick. That's not the only number we have. There are so many numbers in the system. So let me see if I can get this person this morning. Okay, so let me see if this number is on. Okay. So let me see whether he or she will pick. Yeah, so when you do the transaction, please make sure you are very close to your phone. Yeah, we can always tell you be close to your phone when we are calling you so you can be able to pick. We're not just here to call you. We don't get you the opportunity. So when switch now, they'll start calling. Oh, I want money. People call me. Blah blah blah. XYZ. So you see what happens. Can we go for another number real quick this morning? We don't have to waste time. We want this number. Okay, so we'll go for another number. And if he or she doesn't pick 2, then it means we have to just forget it and just go through our program this morning on this 90.7. Let's take the last number here with this one. So I pray that this one will pick so that we can be done with it once and for all. Yeah, so let's try this number. If it is on, let's try this number. If it is on, it is on, but whether he or she will pick, it's okay. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello?
Yes, you getting me?
Yeah, getting you.
Okay, you're live on the radio. What is the name?
My name is Mercy Duo.
Mercy, have you been doing a cash giveaway?
Eh?
Have you been doing the Blaze cash giveaway?
Yes.
Okay, so Mercy, I'm sending you 500 this morning to add your account up so you can continue to
All
do
right.
the cash giveaway. Today is $50 per transaction, so I just sent you the 500 LD. Congratulations. Uh,
Thank you.
all right. That is those who fulfill it. That's their own business. Okay, so Stephen Talu, good morning, and tell us what's the latest.
Good morning, Alex. Good morning once more to our many listeners on the Blaze. The latest in Liberia now, Watanga FC of the First Division League in the Liberia Football Association 2025 and 26. CC crowned champions by beating Gardnersville 3-1 yesterday at the most talk about Samuel Kanyando sports pitch. You know, they needed just a win to have lifted. So they are the champions. And the latest news last day that probably many Liberians will want to hear has to do with the unveiling of the new coach of Liberia after Thomas Kojo was serving as tentative coach. I think all the title was given to him. He tried as much as possible to put the national team together. But today, that was yesterday, Coach Mohamed Adi Radi was being unveiled as the head coach of the senior national team of Liberia on a 3-year contract. Coach Radi arrives with a wealth of international coaching experience and a stronger football philosophy focused on discipline, tactical organization, player development, and winning mentality. Now, the UEFA Pro license holder has worked across Africa and Europe, building a reputation as a modern and ambitious football manager. Throughout his career, Mohamed Adi Radi has managed and worked for clubs including APRFC of Rwanda, Raja Casablanca of Morocco, Betin United of Ghana, and Etihad Tenga, where he served as technical director. He has also coached in Belgium, helping to develop young talents and competitive teams. So one of his biggest achievements came during his time with APRFC, where he helped maintain the club's dominance and competitiveness in Rwanda football. His tactical knowledge, professionalism, and leadership qualities have earned him recognition across the African football community. Now, the appointment of Coach Iradi marks a new chapter for Liberian football as fans hope his experience and vision can guide the Lone Star to greater success on the continental and international stage. So Liberians at home and abroad will now be looking forward to seeing a stronger, more organized and competitive national team honor his leadership. So that's the latest Watanga champions, and Liberia got a new coach that the questions that were asked, he promised with collaboration, the technicality, management skills to take Liberia to the next 2027 AFCON, that's the African Cup of Nations, on work to the World Cup. So he has a 3 years contract with the Republic of Liberia as the national head coach of the Lone Star of Liberia.
Okay, so we have new coach, and we just hope and pray that he will take with the support from the government as well. And the other thing, he will take the team to another level. We have had coaches that have been coming to this country, and
Will still remain the same.
yeah, so
But again, yeah, I mean, during the unveiling yesterday, the youth and sports minister represented by uh, as Cornelia Kra, I mean, she spoke as well, welcoming new manager and hoping that his expertise will lead Liberia to for the next. We'll get prepared to be qualified for the World Cup too. We should be history in the country's footballing career, having a world best, a former world best, which is arguably no African has ever done, will be the first of his kind. Maybe honor his regime as coach of Liberia, but according to the video you listen to, he came with wealth of experience. But he has worked with more African teams on the continent, so I know he got used and to the African continent. This is a Belgian Moroccan citizen, so I mean he came with wealth of experience. We do expect him to do more.
Yeah. So okay, so this is it this morning, and that's the latest from sports. And I just hope and pray that the new coach is going to be lucky with us, so that we can have
At least a good face on the
Yeah,
continent,
of
because
course.
since 1996 and 2002 we haven't appeared on African stage to qualify, at least to go for competition, major competition too.
yeah, yeah. So of course. Okay, let's go through the updates real quick, and then we'll come back to talk about something. So the Capitol building, as in case, stay around, but then we are told that it has taken another dramatic turn on yesterday after the Supreme Court ordered an immediate halt to proceedings in criminal court A, throwing one of the country's most politically charged criminal trials into fresh uncertainty. Since December 2024, the Capitol building got burned. The case has been there up to today's date. God, we just hope and pray that it will end well. Foreign Minister Sarah Besro-Yanti has arrived in Benji for an official visit at the invitation of Chinese Foreign Minister Mr. Wang Yi. The two ministers will hold bilateral talks on Tuesday today, followed by a dinner hosted in Minister Besro-Yanti's honor by Wang Yi, also the member of the Political Bureau of a CPC Central Committee. Okay, so the Commercial Court of Liberia has ordered the seizure and possible sale of National Elections Commission assets to satisfy a 6-year-old judgment debt of 171,105 owed to a local printing vendor. Now, it first started with the property there. Now they use a printing vendor to do a piece of job. Instead of paying this person, they have not paid. So they may do now go to court, from court to court.
Very cool.
So Judge Eva Mappy Morgan signed the rate of execution on May 15, 2026, directing acting Sheriff Emmanuel Morris to move against NEC property on behalf of M-Tosh Prints Media Incorporated. The order commands court officers to seize and expose for sale NEC's land, goods, and chattels, with authorities empowered to continue ceasing access until the full amount is recovered. Yeah, so like we're talking about more than 17 months after the fire devastated Liberia's Capitol building, the criminal trial of former House Speaker Jonathan Fonati Kofa and 13 co-defendants remains on hold, halted by the Supreme Court, delayed by torture allegations, derailed by a disbanded jury, and entangled in a constitutional dispute that the nation's highest court has yet to resolve. So, go. The National Rural Women's Structure of Liberia says it is innocent of any wrongdoing in the alleged mismanagement of the 2023 Rural Women's Fund. The group is calling on authorities to limit the case to the officials of the Ministry of Commerce who controlled the money. This statement follows an April 2026 indictment by the Asset Recovery and Property Retrieval Task Force, AREPT, that named 7 people, including the structure's president, Kebe Morgan, as Monga, and Josephine Greaves, who AREPT listed as the former National Secretary General. Officials said Josephine Henford Greaves has never served as National Secretary General. Chapter heads from 11 counties led by Nima County's Annie Crua and Sano County's Cyril Kawier said all positions in the structure are elected for. They said Greaves has only provided technical support on a pro bono basis as a founding member of women's organizations in Liberia. Okay, folks, that's it. So 2 things quickly that I want to look at this morning. 2 things quickly. But please, the cash giveaway is on $50 LD or 50 cents US. That equals *79 and *9#. Follow the steps and you stand a better chance of winning the cash, a bag of rice, and a dinner of oil as well. Now let's look at the first one. This one is just to throw light. The House of Representatives on April 17 took a decision to expel Representative Yege Korua after securing the constitutionally required 49 votes to remove a sitting lawmaker. But it has been 30 days now. And this removal stems from complaints filed by Montserrado County District 3 Representative Sumo Moba and the Inspector General of Police, Greg Okumo. Now, Article 37 of the Constitution, the 1986 Constitution, provides that whenever a vacancy occurs in the legislature due to death, resignation, expulsion, or otherwise, the presiding officer must notify the NEC within 30 days so that a by-election can be organized within 90 days. And since April 17, the action of the lawmaker took effect. May 17 made it 30 days, 1 month. Now we are in the 32. Today is the 32 days now. Because today is the 19. So, but the House of Representatives has not notified the NEC after the 30 days. Is it that because the case is at a court, even if the case is at court, a decision has been made, so the host cannot refer or inform NEC? So a resident of District 10, Mohammed Bari, said the refusal of the House of Representatives to declare Honorable Yeke Kodwa's seat vacant within 30 days after they claimed to have expelled him is a clear indication that their action was illegal. It has not been announced that the National Elections Commission has been informed of a vacancy. To me, it's a sign of defeat, and Yeke remains a lawyer. That's what he said.
He remains a lawyer or lawmaker.
Yeah. Another constituent said, Isaac Monga, the House decided to expel Yeke Kodwa illegally. They ignored his right to due process. There is no reason the Speaker has failed to notify NEC if they truly believe he has been expelled. But then Titus Tokpa, who is the Director of Communications, the National Elections Commission, said to his knowledge, best of his knowledge, the Elections Commission has not received any formal communication from the House declaring a vacancy. So, what is holding the House of Representatives back? What is holding the House of Representatives? Now, the Supreme Court has not come up with any other ruling.
So, Alex, when you look at what has been happening in Liberia coming to the case of the Columbus expulsion case, I mean, nothing will be strange because most time the judiciary, especially the justice system, is just being manipulated because there are laws like recent one starting with the Deputy Minister of Youth and Sports. Today we don't know the well-being, the outcome of that particular case. Now statutorily by law that you just read, in case of expulsion, death, I mean, and one of them they did already by constitution is expulsion. Why, if he knew that what you did was due diligence or by law,
Yeah.
then the 30 days expired?
So, the residents are raising that kind of concerns.
Yeah.
But then, the legal aspect of it too. Councillor Senwa Fala is a member of the Nimba Bar Association. He says the Constitution says within 30 days. But legally, today is the 18th, which was yesterday. There have been holidays. And since the House is on break, it should not be much of a legal violation.
Okay.
So a valid legal argument could be that the House is not at work, so the 30 days stop tolling during the break. So that means since they were on break and then they took the decision before the break, so those days cannot count because they are not at work. So since they are resumed, because they resumed last Friday, it means that the days started. So they still have some times in between to that within that time after that will make it 30 days they'll be able to notify NEC.
Yes, sure. So, I mean, he's right. From legal perspective, law is reasoning. So, if we see that they were on break, that cannot be, considered working days.
Yeah.
We should be taking into
They're on break, and beside
Yeah.
that they had another holiday
holiday.
in between.
So, yes, for me, I agree with him. That's a legal aspect of it. But I mean, we will be seeing it because if we do, if the 30 days have not expired, I know there are few days coming because even when you finish doing a notification, NEC has 90 days to do
To conduct a by-election.
to conduct the by-election. So, like you said, rightfully, these are legal perspective. I hope if they resume, they will take into consideration the 20 days so that if they think it is legal, that which they've done, or because it's in court, they can hear the Supreme Court because along one time, the Supreme Court halted a particular process, yet and still they went ahead and did what they could.
Of course.
So the 30 days
So
expire.
it just nothing will change there,
Yeah.
and the court cannot do anything
Anything
otherwise.
about,
So,
you know.
but just as the councillor said,
We shall
because
for me, I
yes,
agree with.
but yet and still there are other people that said constitution does not go by that whether there's recess or there's session. For the fact that the days come, so it means that those
No, but at least it creates discussion too because constitution is meant to guard what's supposed to happen in the country. So when they encompass or validate and whatever, I mean, you can't hold them for that. For which, for me, this is another argument.
So
But for me, I agree with it.
yeah, so there the expert lawmaker, he's on a campaign.
I saw your man going to the circuit court like the last time when
He's on a campaign going the districts of those lawmakers behind his expulsion.
is it your make sure?
Yes. So the 49 lawmakers is going to be going at districts to tell their constituents that this is what can happen. And he said you exposed them. So
The man was in Maryland.
he vowed
Listen to
political
that.
retaliation against lawmakers who supported his expulsion, pledging to campaign against several former allies ahead of future elections. And his supporters are optimistic that the Supreme Court will declare his expulsion illegal and call on the House to return to the status quo ante. What they always do, but people don't know.
That's the problem I have with the laws in this country. We got them good on the book, but the implementation and duty bearers who supposed to take responsibilities of all of these things are not doing them. And I mean, I don't know what example that we setting for people who call future leaders to already see that yes, indeed, these things happen in Liberia. Anyway, like you usually said, anything can happen.
Of course, this is it. But please, we'll be asking you to also give your opinion. What do you think is holding this process? Do you agree with the councillors that indeed because of the holidays and the House being on recess is the reason they have not notified NEC? Do you have any different opinion? We'll be asking you that. But let's look at this other stuff. And this is something when I look at it, I was like, how?
But Ellen, sorry, before you go to that thing, they say Lola talks about the on recess. Sometimes the president can emergency call them back for some national issues, and that which he did recently.
So
I don't know how you can compare that with the 30 days.
the president of the University of Liberia, Dr. Mapaya, Dila Mapaya said there is a need to increase fees at the state-run university. God. She said things are getting expensive. Prices are going high. So there's a need to increase the fees of tuition when the University of Liberia has free tuition. But let's hear from the house's mouth.
Students are going to have to adjust to the fact that over time, the student fees are going to go up. And it's not because as people often think we're just taking that money and passing it out to people. It's because the thing that we want to buy for the students costs more. Prices go up. Let's give an example. We all know about the recent war in the Middle East, right? We know how how it's affected global price of oil, right? Vehicles. So our generators cost more now. Our buses cost more now. Everything that uses fuel is going to cost more because of this war. And students will say, well, we just pay so we should be able to do X, Y, Z. Well, when the prices go up, we've got to have the money there to do it. And they say, well, just take it from your however many million you get from government. But what people don't realize is that every dollar of that social money that we get from government is allotted to something. When we submit a budget, it's not like, oh, just give us some cash, we will do what we want. It is a budget in which every line, we have to present these detailed budget about how the money will be used. And even though we do that, surprises always occur during the year, which can challenge the budget. But students need to understand they have free tuition, which is a great benefit at the University of Liberia. Students all around the world are envious that they have this here. But at the same time, our peer institutions charge much more for the registration fees on a semesterly basis. University of Ghana, one example, because we asked them when we went there, they charge $100 or $200 a semester for fees. Ours are about $15, and I'm talking US dollars now. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, if we think we're going to run a school with $15 fees, we're not. We can't. People complain about how things are, but if we don't pay the price for the things that we actually want, how will we get them? They will not magically fall from the sky. I know people say, well, the economy in Liberia is not great. Even if you raise a fee, even if it's how much you need, people can't pay it. But, people can grow with their economies. And we have to create a kind of economy where there's cost of living increases, where people grow with the economy. And people will find ways to do what they want to do. I know it's true. And we will help people to the extent possible. But the idea that that education can just be free is false. It's wrong. It's incorrect. It's not true.
So the president is saying that things prices are high. That the fuel, everything that uses fuel is now expensive. So there's a need to increase fees. So there is a free tuition at the University of Liberia. But she's saying that it's not working. But this is the University of Liberia that in 2005, they have about $33 million as budget. They complained that the money was little. And in the $1 billion budget, they increased their budget to $40 million. And of that $40 million, about 80% goes towards at the university with huge salary. Instead of saying that the huge salaries will have, there's a need to reduce them so we can support the generator. You don't do it, but you want to impose a fee on the poor children, the poor people children. Some of them to even get transportation to go to school is difficult. But you say you want to increase fees. You just have fundraising around there about $1 million. You have $40 million budget. Why can't you reduce your salaries, from the president all the way down? Especially those who are in administration, they carry the highest amount in salaries. But you won't be taking huge salaries, at the same time impose fees on students who are struggling daily to go to school. The first thing, they didn't have chairs on campus. Students still towing chairs for themselves. Then you say you want to increase fees. How did you arrive at that particular decision? What informed your decision? Then you want to blame it on the war in the Middle East that is making everything difficult. Why can't you inform the government so they can provide subsidies for that? But you want to increase fees, bringing another confusion on campus to delay people, students. So you have about 22,000 university students. Then you want to increase price. Why will you come up with that kind of decision? What happens to the 40 millions that you have?
According to what I read, that it doesn't cover the other fees of gasoline and what have you because of what's happening in Middle East. I don't know. I don't. But they did some rally. All of these things, and what do
And they say off of the
For-
rally for cheers.
yes?
But that's my concern. The $40 million allotted to the university. Are you telling us that the government is not giving that money?
I don't know how did that particular
And
decision
you
come.
telling us that there's a need to increase fees, but you're taking salaries. You alone as a president, your salary is high. You have never even decided one day to say, no, this salary is very high. Let's cut it down to send it to towards a few. You have generator running. You have buses running. But you want to get the few money from students instead of cutting down your own salaries. It's only inform the House of Representatives that we are having a constraint on campus or at the university.
Yeah, and
The university has both. I think Batikwa is the chair of that particular board of trustees.
many.
Yeah, and he is a lawmaker too as well. So if it was just a lecture that you were on, then let it just be a lecture. But if you say you are doing it to take effect, I don't see the results.
I think she's thinking in that direction. But the consultation she had before saying it, they gotta go back in at the chimo and really decide what to say. Because you can have a lot of dollar rally, PRC coming up, creating avenues for you to be getting some money. People doing donation of chairs and whatever. These things are not, they were not talked about, but only to speak on the issue of equipment where people are already dangling, even with the free education. I mean, that doctor, that the president, she has to go back in a chimo and I don't know whether it's in consultation with the board of directors of the University of Liberia or
So now
I don't know.
the student-based political institution, the Students Unification Party,
Yes, so
they have condemned it because this is in an attempt to cancel the free tuition policy. And in fact, the GAC just had their audit
but a lot of money just
that the free tuition was not written. There is no written record to show that this free tuition was a policy that was being implemented. So the project thought the thing I'm off.
Okay, talking.
Yeah. So the free tuition, like they said, it was just something that they put in a mouth. There's no written framework and there is an ineffective implementation. So the GSC said, we observed that the National Commission on Higher Education and Government Library did not formulate any written policy to guide the implementation of the tuition-free policy for public universities and community colleges. So they interviewed the management of the National Commission on Higher Education and presidents of 5 public universities and 4 community colleges, who informed them, the GSC, now, that there was no written policy to implement the tuition-free policy after the president's pronouncement. That's why the GSC said the report covering July 1, 2018 to December 31, 2025. So you see, so the GSC says the objective and scope of the audit is to assess the impact of the free tuition policy at public universities and community colleges in Liberia. So 1 year into the new UP government's rule, the GSC audit of the program finds ineffective implementation of the tuition-free policy. So observe that not all of the institutions implementing the free tuition policy are coordinating the procedures for its implementation. Students attending public universities and community colleges are still burdened by other fees that are more than the tuition fees that the government removed in 2018. So the tuition fees was the one announced by the former President George Weah. And at the time at UL, it was just based on your college. Some people were paying $2,250, some people were paying $2,000, $2,005. That one was the one that students can pay. But when you plan your courses, and when you plan your courses, you calculate per credit.
They will have it built.
Yeah, they want to calculate per credit, and they want to cancel that one. The government said they should cancel it. But then there are other universities that now the fees that you're supposed to pay, that the $2,250, $2,005, so some universities carry up to $4,000 now, $5,000, all of that. Now that my point is saying that UL own should be increased too as well.
No easy.
And the free tuition policy that we're talking about, the students visited the capital building all the time to call on the lawmakers to pass it into law that will protect those universities and even the students. So the GSC continues and said the implementation of the tuition-free policy is ineffective since the government and other stakeholders have not provided the required requirements to keep the program effective. So judging by lack of available data, it would seem that both WIA's CDC and Bwanka's UP governments made the budgetary allotments without knowing the impact and implications implications of such a scheme considering the global picture of free tertiary education around the world, even in the great United States, Liberia's traditional friend. So this is something very serious. This is the GSC report. This is the GSC report. So they also said in the report, we observed that after the pronouncement of the free tuition policy, the enrollment of students at all public universities and community colleges increased. Of course, these institutions were compared to enroll students without preparation for the campuses. We also observed during our visit to the counties that all of the campuses needed renovation and essential materials in laboratories and libraries. Also, available armchairs could not accommodate the number of students. Teachers had to teach classrooms about 71 students, even though the threshold for classes are 45 students per class. So that the Mampire said the lack of payment of tuition is putting serious financial burden on the university, raising the possibility of a possible increase in fees paid by students in the future. Making a comparative analysis with the cost of college education in Liberia and other countries, including West African state of Ghana. But then the GSC report says the Liberian government spent $7.4 million on a payment of tuition fees from December 2018 to December 2023 to public universities and community colleges, including the compensation of goods and services that are funded from the national budget. So this is really, really concerning. So that the Mampire is saying that there's a need to increase fees due to lack of payment of tuition, which is, she said, is putting serious financial burden on the university. Though they have their budget. They have their budget. So the GSC concluded that all of the institutions that are implementing the tuition-free policy do not have a coordinated method for its implementation. Students and parents are still paying additional fees charged by administrators, which is causing a financial burden that was eliminated in 2018. So this policy has been enforced, but the monitoring aspect is the problem. Now, you have administrators that are charging more money despite the free tuition. Dr. Mampaya just said it, that students will start paying additional fees. So they increase the fees and start to pay. Even though students are still paying fees despite the free tuition policy being enforced. This is the country we have.
Well, I thought LA's policies or policy statements made by previous leaders gotta be respected. Like sometimes you listen to executive order, executive this, executive that. Are these things being implemented? Because placing or saying something without monitoring value or without setting a system to monitor that which you say, that won't causing a problem that coming now. Is the board taking into consideration before this decision that she's thinking about increment of fees? Whereas the country, the budget carries money for the University of Liberia.
Yeah, so folks, this is the information we've thought to share with you this morning. And students, get ready. You are about to pay.
That in your pockets.
So
We need to tag. I don't know why I'm excluding myself. I need to tag in my
you
pockets.
better do it.
But me, I part of it. Some of us come and get in the
Yeah.
Liberia Secret.
Okay, folks, the cash giveaway is on *799 *9 hash. *799 *9 hash is the code. Make sure you're a Lone Star Sales subscriber. You have $50 LD or 50 cents US. And then you stand a chance of winning a cash prize. And we'll have bag of rice, dinner of oil as well. So *799 *9 hash is the code. So folks, those were the two things that we thought of bringing to our attention. The issue of Yeke Koluba. Why is it that the House of Representatives have not come up to inform the National Elections Commission about the vacancy since they have expelled Yeke Koluba? Do you also agree with Councillor Senwa Fala, who said the House of Representatives, these things are based on the break they had in the holidays as well?
May I give you a legal opinion?
Do you also? Yeah, he's giving his own opinion now on the.
Yeah, as a lawyer.
Yeah. So, do you also agree with Dr. Mapan to increase fees at the University of Liberia, like she said recently? So, call us on 0777 907 907, 0777 907 907, 0777 907 907. Let's take our very first caller. Good morning.
Morning.
Yes, live. Go ahead.
Good morning.
Yes, go ahead.
This is Charles Indu calling from rehab around the president era.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, you get Koluba case is different. You get Koluba different kinds of human being. Eddie Snow, if you listen to Eddie Snow, UKFA, he said you get Koluba removal, you are the hand of the gods. The hand of the gods, which is the executive, like what you try to say. Now, why you were telling the Liberian people, if it happened to him. So, if the company ought to say you get Koluba C is vacant because you say you are legally removed. You are legally removed. Like what the court said. So they say that when they resume, then they will tell the election commission that they should declare his seat vacant. It will not be the right thing. I don't think so. And that university, that woman corrupt. Not because she's a white woman. The woman corrupt. The budget, the government just gave her what she did with the money. The dollar rally, what she did with the money. No investigation, nobody already know. She run away when the children go to her, then she run away, she go to America. After a few times, again, then she come back. So how the government running the country?
Okay.
Not a rightful way to govern. Let Joseph Brother try to do something.
All right. Thank you. Call us on 0777 907 907, 0777 907 907, 0777 907 907. Let's get this call. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning, David.
Yeah, my name is Jerry calling from Vera Market. You know, I want to speak on the LU situation. My daughter, she has now at college. My first job was 28 years old. She has now at college. So if the president won't increase the situation, why did you stop all salary, all allowance? Yeah, so, water sale, running sale, interchange, even sleeping sale. Why did you stop all? College. She might create a plan for we are hustling for our children for better education. we also look at some money, we kind of see. That's something for our travel because of tomorrow. Then she want to try to bring some person to her. So it is the thing. She came to America to run the university. They will be found. So I'm not going to trouble for the place. And but you can't go back. Oh, those are starting. You can't go back. They will not go 3 minutes now. Even only they can move, you can't go back. But naturally will remove. Every time to the main house, whatever, 2 arms left to my fire, it will remove. The problem, go lower country, and lower people, guys, where are coming from? It will be removed.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Call us on 07779079007. 07779079007. You'll be live on the radio this morning. Let's hear you. What do you make of the statement by the University of Liberia's president, Dr. Lila Mapaya, that there's a need to increase fees at the University of Liberia? Good morning. Do not beat me. Don't beat me. Don't beat me, please. Do not just beat me. Let's take this one. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, love, go ahead.
Good morning, my children.
Yes, good morning.
This is my sister. I'm calling from Flower Town.
Nancy, go ahead.
Thank you. We're looking for a little more call that my problem was here. What was it? Not for us.
I read that on my flower.
Then that my problem was looking for a fashion. You're looking for the what kind of person you're advancing. The trial we are set for the inner school. It's a trouble. Although we were telling all the things we are there, it will not go, it will end one dream, but we are paid 2,000 fast. To me, that 2,000 fast, my children, and that is the most I said, but I'm going to tell you, and that is it. They said 10,000, can you imagine that? You are working for people with a small children. They were working on a shoot on land for a day. Then you bring it to my problem in the country, I said, you get no more problem on us to pay $10,000 for some semester. What is that money for? You put me a blame on the team will get dropped for 2-3 weeks in Turkey. No business. How will get that money for what to tell you? All this shopping with the people will not get it. People are working for money, making out of dollars that you out of the country. They need to my pay or pocket to our more to our frustration. But we're not getting food to eat. Our children are dying at the hospital, children in the street looking for money. They're killing them every day. My public was away to ask you for 10,000. So what is it? We don't get a poor job, the children get a place, they put a job. They put a getting jobs, you don't put up, we don't want food to it, the same for a thing that you are here. That we don't want food to it. But one poor get in trouble, they pay good salary, they'll pay our school fee. So they were telling the answer, they were expecting. You are going on the matter. You see what's going on, then we're trying for them to do it. But then they did it in the wrong way, and then they came back to punish them. They tell me, so let's go. That's what my problem will be, we don't get it. The way they say if you tell go back home. If you got things happening, when I let him on leave the school, then the people to me, when I get money, say you say enough of it. And then I'm very poor, that's my problem will get you. But we don't get it. We something, we don't get a job. So we get it, then we tell them about 10,000 for some letter, that's my problem will get you. What about for? All right. You can call my issue. You can call my issue. Don't say we have to go. No, time for whoever they do that. Let me when you send it back, you will go to catch it. Don't will go to catch it. Animal will go, but if you see the power today and you want to show power, you want to show your big arm. Show it. Tomorrow, I say, oh, they're walking me tomorrow. What are they doing now? If they're talking about we are sitting there and we're showing light. Oh, we are on the same truck. We are up to there. The person that want to the left there. We get nothing from the poor worker. They ask me my nephew. That man, nephew, I will put one letter. So I was talk. They said, I'm going to tell you, nephew, put a truck. What they say, let's go to the market. It's okay. Look ahead of it. But I made a discussion about point. So, go ahead. That's my problem to Becky.
Thank you.
Okay.
I read that. Good morning, it's my pine.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning, James.
This is James, right?
Okay.
So, what president we are brought all these free issue in this country. People who are in power or in opposition, critically, I think to say it was some sort of criminal act that the president declared at the time. So now, when they got to power, the law is the council A, and in the other hand, they are staying in power. So what they want to do now, they want to council A, want to hear or something by side, so that it will be there something. They are not talking about this payment for the credit, or to increase the education fee, so that people who go to that school will suffer. And you know, they are saying that education is not free. Or anything that is free. The people who want the want to make sure that people go to suffer. Like most of the public hospitals in this country. Yeah, all more than free. But the money we pay, you even get treatment, you know, you go to public hospital, how do you want to go to that university? But any attempt to increase any fee, for me, I'm not down there with but any attempt to increase any fee will be very increased by massive protest in the country. You don't do that. You have your children go to high university, you want to pay thousands of US dollars. You children have it. Let them go to school to get education so they will live better rather than creating situation that they will not survive. And when I heard talking about something that concerns the move of where they are not declared the vacancy to the next year, right? Can I comment on that? Hello?
Yeah, he said?
Yeah, you can comment.
Yeah.
Okay, so that lawyer who said it got to do with Harvard. I don't think you read it. So let me ask you the law. Working days. They said in 30 days, not working days. There are some provisions in the constitution and I start working days. But they want not working days. They say days. So a day is a day. Whether you want to break, anyone to break and the king for that was well, you can come back. Why they can't come back and declare the vacancy? You have to wait for them to be. But argument is wrong. Nobody will take it.
Okay.
They are failed already. They are failed. They know that they do that action illegally, and so they are ashamed to even announce it.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let me get this person. Good morning.
Thank you, my brother. Let me say good morning to you and to the many listeners. This is morning. I will I do join the conversation from Sunday morning. Let me applaud you, my brother. Let me hear to the district. We agreed that it was the policy that President Weah brought to the Court of Appeal. It was not passed into law that the federal government needs to be the government. Even to maintain the free tuition policy is giving the government hard time. People children who are in the very abuse. Who told you that so massive children are the private university? People who said it in Redland that children are in the private university because they want to earn an education. We don't have the private. The private by you education is a bit. So education is very expensive. Where in Africa, that is one university that's one of the Indians in the state of university will be free. Will that be free? Will be absolutely free. Because the state of university need to be maintained. Look at the building, all the building are not maintained. There's no way to maintain the building because the budget that is given to them is not even provide for the need. Because they don't employ a full-time teachers, they get part-time instructors, all these kind of people, they have to pay them. Do you know how much they pay part-time teachers there? Part-time people around 500 or 600. So you see the kind of money that the university on teachers alone. So check teachers, check the workers, the whole entire administration, that money they go to them. They want to come from the board. So for us, the 10,000, for some of us, it has to die. Even though we are not in the youth, we are not in the university, we from the family university, but it is not too bad, my brother, to work other people to work for free. Only 10,000 issue, asking, where the children keep on, the children keep on Catiro, COVID. So big schools, the 10,000. None of the children in government school are right here. But because when they graduate from high school, they had the opportunity to go to Europe, then they have need to complain about tuition. But girl, I can tell you, one of my friends, your father's a security man. What does security mean in this country? To keep your children at the African Medical Facility University, to pay every semester for when you pay $500 or whatever. You don't know it's a burden, it's a stress. We can't complain. It's money upon the government associated that public university. So my own pay or own tuition doing nothing. It's a money upon us too. Penny us every day, but we understand we're not complaining because we want to receive education and we know what we're there for and we will get what we want. Because every day they're free to consume. People send their children down at the year, every day is a protest, every day is a noise. You know, when everything is free, that's what the nurse cannot move on that. So that person very so wait on the student and the parents, they don't pay the money. When you call my brother, you are meant to do everything your own. So no need about parents again. Thank you this morning.
Thank you. Call us on 07779079077 9079070 0777907907907. Let's take this call. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello? Good morning.
Yes, we are okay. Go ahead. What's the name?
Emmanuel is my name. Is it Tivale?
Sorry, this is radio station. Naki Gary. I'm looking Gary. You don't go to Rwanda. Oh, God.
Money.
So call us on 07779079077. Dr. Mapino. My season.
Yeah.
And none of my problem. So, Dr. Mapino is saying that there's a need to increase the fees. Lack of tuition is actually a burden, financial burden, of course, on the university. So,
I wonder if she's soliciting views from students, administrators, lecturers, and citizens. Because she did not just make a bold statement, but she's thinking in that direction.
yeah, and she said lack of payment of tuition
Yeah, she's giving some justifiable
is putting
reasons.
serious financial burden. When taking serious to your house as benefits and salaries. Why can't you reduce that?
I'm like that.
Yeah. So some of you are making 50,000 out of that. The money is in this country, anyways. But if you don't get there, if you are not there, you will not know. That's why you see people can always be fighting
To enter.
to make sure they are elected because this country is sweet. And they have made the officials of government, even the House of Representatives members and the senators, they have made this country, especially the government job, to be more attractive. Like I've always said, they believe that if you don't get government job, you cannot prosper.
I mean, nobody in the whole,
And the whole
country.
thinking there. So time for election, you will see them moving from here and there, place to place to get what they want, lying. But by the time they get there, boom,
Becomes different story.
everything done. You who used to eat with you at the time campaign was on, or even before campaign, you no longer see him. For him to even slow down again to speak is another problem. Now he has security in fact. You cannot touch his garment. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
My man, you gotta seek permission before you see that person.
So there will now be protocols.
Yeah, protocols.
Power is sweet. Oh, geez, somebody said to see you. Tell that person I'm sleeping.
Yeah. So how you really interpret that? The cheese is sleeping.
Tell that man I'm busy. Tell me I'm tired. I'm going to rest. Yeah, you tired, you going to rest.
Today you're getting there.
But at the time, you're not tired.
Now you are exhausted.
So, Dr. Mapaya is in the news this morning, and she came up with this last week. and said there's a need for them to increase the fees so they can help them to buy fuel for the generator, for the buses, even for car too. Because the percentage should be for. Good morning.
Good morning.
Go ahead. What's your name?
It's the Sunday community of Zara.
Go ahead.
Can you get me? For real life.
Go ahead. You're live.
All right, let me say thanks for the topic this morning. Also, let me say thanks to Liberian people. You know, we are just showing company this government with power because some of the campaign the way to bring this government to power. What we are seeing now, don't think they are ready coming back from China because everything they voted for, everything they spoke about in the past. See, they still do it. Have to please, let's imagine. This is I'm a transfer for this. Get it, large man on the travel by Liberian National Police, the PCC, the United PC, the Liberian National, Liberian National Police, the PCC. We are calling this government and some of our rebel saying that they need to bring their arm down. They'll come back to reconcile with their people. If they still do that, all of them will call from the legislature to the president. All of the former president. He came out my plan. Since talking about giving the price of tuition. No problem, let me get 2,000 US. But there will be a day that will get kind of everything. But I was saying for EPS today, start for everything. Anything will be like what another 2028, they are welcome. But further than that, you get kind of everything. Thank you so much this morning.
Thank you. Call us on 077790790 Do you agree with Dr. Mapa? I don't see my problem.
You are.
I want to follow Masisi. Dr. Mapaya, she says there's a need to increase fees at the University of Liberia, even though they have free tuition at the university. So she said it's not working. Are they planning to cancel the entire free tuition policy to go back to back in the days, right? 2014, 2013, 2012, where people used to stay on at the time. But at that time, it was not just easy, but it's environment. Not many people were in because of lack of funding.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the free tuition, we have several others enrolling at the universities across the country. But again, that the Mapai is saying that there's a need that they get fewer. You help yourself small now. Why you want to extort money from the poor people's children? To go to school, transportation. Some people's parents they selling greens.
Mm-hmm.
Omega Junction.
Just for survivability.
They're selling fruits
for the children to go to school.
for transportation. Sometimes some of the students can't even get transportation. They can start walking. Imagine from Fendel. But isn't they walking along the road? It's just that they're going right behind you, but they're going far distance.
Distance, yeah.
It's not easy. They will come in from what they have. If you can take them out to rent, then they can get on it.
They got a cut off the
Some of them they have transportation, but they're hungry. How do we eat? Because when you eat, it means you walk. So you have to decide whether you eat to get you strength to walk,
or you finish eating, no strength.
or you keep yourself with hunger so you can pay your way to reach home quickly. Sometimes when they reach home, food not available yet.
Even the castle on the campus to take
Yeah.
is that hello.
So it means that they are also going to increase the fares of the bus because they want money to buy fuel. Liberia, you're talking to that. What a change you say you are bringing at the university?
Now to go back to the brink.
What a change! As for you to cancel what has been done, that allow many people to have enrolled in a university, that some are even out today. Is it a change? No chairs. Students still fighting over chairs at the University of Liberia, especially female.
I'm on the worst. That AB building.
And when reinforced, the entire place can be messed up.
Forget that.
The small road from the quota going to Bensonville to enter the campus, going to the engineering building, the science building, academic building. Yeah.
The ODS building.
Students walking, reinforcing the mud. You be jumping. But already the entire place supposed to be with cement. You put cement all around the place. You can you yourself, you from the sticks. You know the campuses of the universities there. You know how they are being arranged. But all you do here is to extort money from poor people, children, to buy fuel for you. When you get your own salaries that you're supposed to be, that is already reduced. You can't sit there and say, well, increase price.
Maybe blast you.
Yeah, man. Good morning.
Good morning, Alex.
Yes, concern. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. This is Advocate, and remember the concern of Robert Justice. And you are just reading my mind. This president of the university, when she was brought into this country, people make it to appear as if she was going to go collect all the money from America and bring it here to come work with it. The issue, what is happening at the University of Liberia, it takes some financial discipline. Okay, you have to constrain yourself before you be able to address some of the problems that are happening at the University of Liberia.
Yeah.
She been there 1 year plus now. I want to say that she take away $15,000 US. That will reduce that when the Iran war finish. We will put it back. She got a budget of 40 million. And then what she is collecting from student 2005, you want to tell me they are unable to utilize that to take care of some issues on the campus? She talk about fuels. Fuels for who? When the place is in a very bad shape, in a bad condition. Since you got there, I don't know what's suffering. Or she have been able to put in place since she come from America. Try to address some of the issues that the students are faced with. Okay? But to come here to do 75, because I was saying 75% increase.
Yeah.
Because it's 2005. Then you say 10,000, that is 75% increase. Why for? You shouldn't do that. But if we sit there, you're not only the student alone, because I got sister there, you got brother there, you got son there, you got daughter there. We need to stay with the student of that institution to say no. Because if we allow this one to pass on, that is indirect cancellation of free tuition across public universities across the country. So the way sometimes the president can come in, I think this one, you need to speak out and tell that president of the University of Liberia to cool down that whole additional collection and not to add additional suffering to the students that attend that institution, because upon that whole pronouncement, there is uneasiness at the University of Liberia, and there going to be sustained protests, and we don't want that.
Yeah.
Then the people, academic activity will slow down. So let them find other ways, let them find other means. We have $1.2 billion. If all you need additional money, talk to the legislature, talk to the president. They can find something and add it, they can put gas in your car when you carry it onto the place, you pack it, you don't call it up, the engine will beep until you return. That is how we're using our resources here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Carr. And no, Stephen, besides, in every year you administer entrance 2 times. 3,000 per person. Let's take for example.
It can be nationwide.
Yeah, let's take for example, you have 20,000 writing the entrance. 3,000 per person. You get about 60 millions. Where that money I go? So, okay, so let's today is the appearance of former Finance Minister Samuel Tuan at the headquarters of the Asset Recovery and Property Retrieval Task Force there in Golden Key Hotel in Painesville. So our guys are already there. Kuna, good morning, and tell us how is the atmosphere there.
Yeah, good morning, Alex. And let me say good morning to the people of Liberia calling the radio this morning. So, within an hour, we just arrived here at the Golden Key Hotel, where the former finance minister Samuel Eto'o is expected to come for some level of questioning by the asset recovery team. But we arrived this morning. We are seeing security apparatus here, well armed. They are situated at the entrance of the Golden Key Hotel. Okay. And aside from that, everyone going about their normal activities here.
Okay, so has the former finance minister arrived?
No, he has not arrived yet. He's expected to arrive there by 11 a.m. this morning.
Okay.
So that about an hour from now. Yes, he expected to arrive. According to the communication that was sent to him, he was told to arrive by 11 a.m. For which he said he would definitely come for the questioning. So we are here to inform the Liberian people as to what's happening, if he's going to come, and what's going to happen here as well.
Okay, thank you, Kuna. We'll keep you posted so that you can give us updates from that end.
Okay, Alex, definitely whatever information we're going to inform our people.
Okay, so Kuna Rufus is one of our reporters. He's there at the Golden Key where Samuel Eto'o is going to be appearing today at the office of the asset recovery team. That's the headquarters there where they are being situated at the Golden Key.
So the asset recovery is different from the court.
Of course,
because
they will have the investigation. If possible, they do the indictment and then they send you
to the
clear, sir.
Okay.
Okay, folks. Yeah, they were saying you have two different. You administer entrance 2 times. The first one, everybody paying 3,000. The honor graduates, 3,000 LD for one person
across the country.
You take, for example, 20,000. Maybe, for example, 20,000 register to write the entrance across the country. And sometimes only 2,000 can pass. But the mark can be there. The $60 million Liberian dollars can be there.
Not refundable.
Where you coming from?
Where
that money can go? Where? How that money is being used? 2 times. So it means that you also have $120 million for the 2 entrances in a year. So let's say if you divide by rate of 184 or so, you get close to
you won't tell me that
$600,000.
It can cover some of the expenses. Like
so that one can buy fuel, but it should impose fees on students
who are already suffering.
No improvement at the university, especially final campus. People say they can be brushing their blade and be tired.
Oh man, nothing good. You were nothing kind of.
Okay, folks, I want to say thank you so much. We're going to be here tomorrow for the midweek edition of the program that Blaze on Blaze 90.7. Dr. Mapaya.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Dr. Mapaya, I want you to think outside of the box. Just make sure that this is Liberia. You have come to improve the university with the expertise you have, not to extort money, not to exploit our people. So you have to be very careful how you come up with your decisions. So folks, want to say thank you so much for being there while we were here. Thanks to those of you that called. Thanks to those of you who tried to call but did not go through. Thanks to our many silent listeners. We're going to be here tomorrow for the midweek edition of the program, The Blaze on Blaze 90.7. Today, my name is Alexander Zesk. When you make a day breaks different in Liberia, anything is possible. I was always Stephen Talu. Have a wonderful Tuesday morning. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.